Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace. Stay tuned until the end for a special offer. Hello friends! Today I have a graphite drawing time-lapse for you all, which is quite special because it's been a while since I created a fantasy artwork purely from imagination. I chose not to use any references for this drawing because I wanted to test whether or not I've improved after 5 months of training at the atelier. Can I draw from memory better now than I did before school? Did art school actually teach me anything? The answer is yes, absolutely. I realized that after practicing drawing from life and studying human anatomy in class, I've developed a better sense of the different planes of the face. And even though this drawing uses exaggerated fantasy proportions instead of strictly adhering to realism, I could tell that these past several months of practicing realism has helped me exaggerate the proportions in a more elegant manner than before. Before school, I think I would sometimes accidentally omit certain body parts or mess up the perspective and foreshortening, which would result in the figure looking a bit off. And now I'm able to include more of the necessary body parts and distort them in a way that would allow the figure to make more sense and feel more balanced. I also noticed that I'm paying more attention to lighting now than before. In the past, I would simply render everything with a general kind of ambient lighting that didn't come from any particular direction or single light source. And nowadays, I'm always asking myself, where does the light source come from? How will the position of the light source affect the values and shadows of the figure? Of course, this doesn't mean that I don't have things to work on. In fact, I feel like I've only scratched the surface when it comes to improving on all the elements I mentioned before. For example, the neck is still one area that needs a lot more practice. I'm still unsure about how the intricate tendons and anatomy of the neck should look in different angles and lighting setups. But despite facing a long journey still ahead of me, it's reassuring to know that all these tedious hours of doing studies and practicing did work in some way. I'm excited to continue to check in with myself every few months by doing these no reference drawings. They're also a great way to pinpoint the major areas where I need improvement, which can then help me focus my school sessions or ask the teachers for extra help. Also, it's just nice to take a break every once in a while from the rigid rules of academic realism and play around with art as a creative outlet. Sometimes I get so swept up in the school and training mindset that I forget that art is ultimately supposed to be fun. Plus, as we found out today, training in academic realism can actually help us with our fantasy art, so I guess even the not always fun schoolwork ultimately still serves a fun purpose. The original drawing has been gifted to one of my patrons, and if you'd like to receive monthly art gifts along with hundreds of hours of exclusive tutorials, including a new 30-minute tutorial of this drawing, feel free to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/happydartist. And as usual, the never-ending eternal sale in my shop is still going on, so if you want 20% off your order of prints and originals, just enter the code HOLIDAY at happyd-artist.com. And if you're interested in learning more about how to paint and draw, I have lots of art educational content on my Patreon page, including exclusive video tutorials, step-by-step photo tutorials, live streams, podcasts, and even surprise art gift boxes. All available at patreon.com/happydartist. I'd love to have you join my Patreon family. I wanted to quickly thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video and for supporting my channel and the art community. I've actually enjoyed using Squarespace for 4 years now to build and host my online shop and website. So whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com and visit squarespace.com/happydartist for 10% off your first purchase. Also, if you want to check out more artworks, works in progress, and just random daily artist adventures, feel free to check out my Instagram, and you can follow me at the handle @happydartist.